Hey Marty, a home win.
Yeah, finally, right? Yeah, yeah, very happy, and yeah, happy for the players. They have been working hard to get this one. Extremely happy for the fans that they have waited too long for to get this one. But yeah, I think that shows that in the last week we start to feel like we could build a momentum, and it's a massive day for us.
Big day for Ryan Coley as well. Obviously, Jan coming off very early in the game. You're probably thinking, the injuries can't get any worse.
Yeah, from one side I'm extremely happy for Ryan because it's not easy to jump after just 10 minutes in a game like this, in a game that require a lot of focus because the way Norwich plays, we knew that they would like to build, and they are actually a very fluid, dynamic team that change a lot the structures when they build up, so it's not easy to defend against them. Credit to the players that execute fantastically the way we wanted to press high. It reminds me a little bit the first 20 minutes that we play against Hull City, in the sense that we build a good atmosphere, good momentum together with the supporters, pressing really high. So happy for Ryan because it's not only the goals but as well the fact that he understood what it was needed, and yeah, now hopefully he will understand as well what he needs to keep improving as a player, and it's the first of many. On the other hand, I'm obviously very sad for Jan because he comes from, I would say, two very strong performances, scoring two important goals against Cardiff. And yeah, this is something that we need to improve as a club, that it has been too many injuries, and it's something that I'm very worried. And I've been saying for a long time that it's an area that we need help and we need to improve.
Is it dead leg? Yeah.
No, it seems like a hamstring.
Really?
Hamstring tear. Yeah.
It's here.
We'll see tomorrow. I'm not gonna play doctor. I understand. One of my big things is respect the roles, let everybody do their jobs. So he felt like a muscular tear. Hopefully we're gonna get good news tomorrow. Let's see. The first evaluation seems like a muscular injury, but we'll see. In the case of Ken Paul, he felt a hamstring as well during the halftime, so it felt a minor feeling, so we didn't want to risk. Himself, he didn't want to risk, but again, I will not play doctor, so we need to make some tests tomorrow and see what they are.
The injury record last year was pretty good. Has anything changed?
Yeah, good question. There are things that I felt that, as I said, that we had to improve, and perhaps as well some things that we could have done better in the past. It's something that we need to look at ourselves and see how we can improve. But again, this is an area that the club wants to manage in a certain way, and yeah, let's see what happens.
With Ryan though, he's obviously had to be patient and wait for his time. He's not short of confidence, I don't think, but it's a real big moment for him to score in front at home as well.
Very happy for him. He's a talented player, and you know that since I came here, we tried to give him some opportunities. He unfortunately picked two muscular injuries last season. If you remember, he played a game, I think it was a cup game, where he did really well, and then he picked an injury. So it was not possible for him to come back. He had a setback on his recovery, so unfortunately he missed the last part of the season. Then this season, it has been some things that prive him or slow him the process for him to get minutes again. And again, today he got a chance, and football is like this. It's about being in the right place at the right moment. Today he did, and hopefully, as I said, will be the first of many, and him as well understanding what is required to take the next step to become a pro footballer and to play at this level.
I mean, given the fact the player you had missing today, two teenagers, and finished the game from 3, is Benny a teenager?
Yeah, Benny 06. Yeah.
Yeah. So
born 06.
Is there any kind of light in the tunnel in terms of the likes of Colback and Clark Salter and these guys?
I think that first of all, we try to manage according to the adversity and the challenges that we had in the last weeks. I think I said before that any team in the league, I think that will struggle. If at some moment, as it happened with us, we had 3-4 days where we had 10 injured players or unavailable players at the same time. This is a really high number. The mentality, the mindset required to overcome this or to beat this kind of adversity is huge, and that's why I praise the players despite we didn't get the results, because this adversity either just kills you or just make you stronger. And my feeling is that as a group we became stronger. Now we're in a stage where hopefully slowly we're recovering some players. It seems that Ili is getting closer, so I would say that hopefully he will be the first one. Then Michi is quite close, so as well we need to go step by step because it's the second calf injury that he picks, so we need to be very careful as well on the way we do this. But there is a fantastic medical team working with them. and then we need to make sure that when they are back, there is no setbacks. Then, said that, with Jack and Jake, we'll see. I think it will take a little bit longer than Michi and Ili, but again, I will not play very accurate times because I think that it can change, it can adjust. The important thing is that the ones who are jumping are responding, and despite adversity, I think that you could see that there is a committed team, that some days some small margins are going our way, so we pick points, and some other days it has not been the case, but the important thing is to build momentum and keep improving.
I guess the performance of Liam Morrissey have kind of, it's helped you not have to rush kind of Jack back. That's been a bonus, I guess.
He has been, I think that both Liam and Fox were very unfortunate to pick injuries in the moment that Jake picked an injury. So it's very, I would say, unlucky. From 4 central backs, have only 1 available. If we consider Jimmy as a right fullback, as he has been playing mostly with us. So the fact that we had to play with Sam Phil at some moment as a centre half, I think it's very unlucky because both Fox and Liam, I think that they are very important players for us. I think that Liam is growing. We had to risk, if you want, a little bit in terms of how many minutes he should have played. We push a little bit and he's responding really well. Then today was a little bit about protecting him. He picked a yellow card. We have an important game on Wednesday, but he was performing at really high level. And then we have a player like Fox that we know that he will always respond.
Just one last one for me. Just with, if Chelsea's injury is as bad as you fear, I mean, you're really light in terms of strikers. I mean, the transfer window opens in about a month's time. Is there already kind of movements of perhaps getting in a striker on loan, or?
Yeah, I think the club knows what I think, what I know, and my focus is try to maximize everything from our players. I think there is still a lot of potential that we need to develop, players that need to keep improving, that I think that as a team we must improve because that's the only way to go. And what happens on the window transfer, we'll see what happens.
We've got 3 clean sheets in a row now, so we're starting to see some sort of defensive momentum similar to last season. What can you kind of pick that down to in recent form?
Combination of more solid performances, better performances individually, a team that starts to know each other better, a team that is more consistent through 90 minutes because we know that there are a lot of up and downs during the games, and as well as more margins because today there were a couple of situations where actually I think that we did really well, the way we squeeze high on the box area, something that if you remember weeks ago we conceded a lot of goals by deflections because we were defending a little bit too low. So even if when we are in these low block situations that we don't like to be, but sometimes you need to accept that the opposition will gamble as it was the case with Cardiff when they would 1-0 down, or it was today a team like Norwich that has the best scoring accuracy or finishing accuracy in the league. I think that we defend much better. But the game, football is a funny game because we are the 3rd in the league in terms of finishes. And Norwich is the 13th in the league in terms of finishes. Despite of that, they got 35 goals before today, or until today, and then we had before today only 15 goals. Football is a game of accuracy and of quality. That's why I always say that data, numbers, they will always explain the story in the way that we want to explain it. Today I saw a team Norwich that has fantastic accuracy and capacity to score goals, and today in the small margins, you could see in the second half, we conceded a goal, it was disallowed, and the next action we scored the third goal that almost closed the game. So football is about small margins. So today we're very happy, but we need to be aware that on Wednesday we have an important game, and we need to be, enjoy tonight, but then tomorrow we go again, and make sure that we're ready for Wednesday because it will be a massive challenge again.
Another question also about Saito's role. It seemed like he had a different kind of role today. He's not kind of hugging the wing and attacking down that way. He seemed to be floating around, kind of winning the ball back a lot more. Is that something you'd worked on, or was that just in-game management that changed that?
No, it's always about trying to find where the spaces are, depending on the opposition. It's true that sometimes he has been playing a little bit wider, but we know that he's a player that can play both roles, full width, because he got the 1v1, he got the technique. Especially when he plays on the left side, his body shape is very good, and he can dribble both ways, cutting inside or going through the goal line. Today in the pocket, we know that he's a player that with confidence he will grow in that pocket. It's been other games where he has been playing as well in the pocket when we attack, but the good thing is that he's adapting, he's enjoying, and he's doing really well.
Also, Dunn seemed to do really well in left back up against the top goal scorer in the league. That must have been something you must have focused a lot of work on this week. Is there any words that you got on that?
A lot of credit to him because, as you know, he had an incredible, difficult week from a personal point of view. He was very committed since the very beginning when we got the bad news that he wanted to play this game no matter what. So yeah, actually we had, as always, individual videos with him, analyzing a little bit how we can help him on those situations. But he wanted to play, that's the most important, and the mentality and the way he performed today says a lot about the level of player he is and how good and how important he is for this team.
Okay. Cheers. Thanks all.
Thank you.